Alright, well hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time, we saw the students as we came over to Garreg Mach, as well as chose our house. And for this one, it wants us to go back out exploring the monastery a little bit, which was not part of my original plan, but... Alright, well, standing up in my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. First thing first, if we hit the R button, we can get a map of the area. Which is very nice, because using this, we can actually see where everybody is located. By looking around, well, maybe not find everybody, we can find almost everybody. We can also see that the dining hall is open to us, so... yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. I was hoping to get into a fight today, but that might not happen, after all. Hello there.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
I will make sure to do my best, Satis. Alright, so we're able to go out and about, and, well, we can see Edelgard. So how's she doing? How's she doing with all this?
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
And
if you
you?
continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
Of course. So, while we're out in the monastery, if we actually stop moving for a second, up on top we see a purplish ball with a 1 and an hourglass underneath that. What that means is that I have the ability to do one action, or one timed action in this exploration. The other thing to look at is over to the left-hand side is my professor level is at E. So, the professor level is kind of like skill level, like, say, a sword or anything else, so that can increase, and as that increases, we'll be able to do more activities. So, hey, buddy. Hello there.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
Not a
You really
chance.
think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Maybe someday, but not today. Also, who's Yuritsa?
What?
Oh, that would be you.
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
You sound exhausted, but alright. He seems important. If all your hard work. So yeah, we can do a lot of exploring, and I think all I'm gonna do right now is just kind of talk to the students, and you probably don't need to see me doing all that. So unless something else happens, let's just see the next student then.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Yeah, that is something that will come up, but not until the next chapter, Chapter 2. Anyways, we had our thing for talking to our house leader, but first, Didu.
Has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action. I have a request.
So, there's a dish I would like to make, but I need more of a sun vegetable to do so. I was planning to grow it from the seeds in the greenhouse, but, if you'd like to help. He wants us to grow plants in the greenhouse, take the seeds, and ask the greenhouse keeper to grow and harvest crops. For that, I shall accept. This could actually be something pretty useful, the greenhouse, if you know what you're doing. Anyways.
I hear there will be a Mach battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance. Regardless of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, please allow me to show you the ropes.
Alright. So the facilities.
And teachers of the Officers Academy are free to use the facilities within the monastery. For example, you can dine with others at the dining hall, or partake in one-on-one combat at the training grounds. I encourage you to wander around the monastery and lend an ear to the people living here.
Yeah, so for the facilities, doing something like dining can be a way of increasing a student's morale, as well as support between characters. Support is something, again, we'll talk about later on. But, morale is something that'll also be explained later on, but essentially morale will be used for teaching your students to get more skills and whatever you want them to get. Anyways, the bulletin board.
There are bulletin boards in various places around the monastery. Have you seen them, Professor? There you can find requests from various sources, as well as information about the market. If you fulfill these requests, you should eventually be able to use even more of the facilities here. The bulletin board gets updated frequently. You would do well to check it once a month.
Activity points?
This probably goes without saying, but no matter which facility you use, it will take up a considerable amount of your time. It's helpful to plan out activities in advance, so that you don't mistakenly squander your time here.
So you can explore the monastery as much as you would like, but certain activities will only be available when you have the activity points. And when you're done exploring, you press the L button to free your time and move on to the next week. Yes. It's usually going to be worth it to do either exploring or funding a battle. The option of resting each week, I would say, is probably not all that valuable unless you're just trying to speedrun the game.
Professors at the Officers Academy are expected to have exceptional leadership skills. Students and teachers alike must devote themselves to their studies and strive to acquire great wisdom, even outside their respective fields.
So your professor level determines your maximum activity points, rating it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. So, yes. That was my, I guess, quest for the day. Let's move on. Claude!
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Hilda?
Oh, Professor! Have you adjusted to life at the Academy yet? Me? I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you, if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best. I was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Yeah, that was a little awkward, but she's now in her room.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
I mean, I can't force you to do anything. Not really. Hopefully you'll decide to come out of your room eventually.
Professor? Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? We could try to pick up beautiful girls. Or not. I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
If I have to eat in that filthy dining hall, I prefer to invite a cute girl to dine with me. Beforehand, I'll find out her favorite food so I can order them. She's happy, I'm happy. I haven't missed a move. Pretty great, huh? So try sharing a meal with others in the dining hall. You can even treat someone to their favorite meal. Talk to the dining staff for the details, yes. So, quest share a bite. That's going to require activity points though, so just a heads up. But it's very useful, I would say. Lindhart.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
Now I'm feeling sleepy too. Although that's probably not the best thing to be. Anyways, all the way down here we can find ourselves at the greenhouse, but also Ash.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
I've never had much interest in plants. You seem well informed on the subject.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Or maybe we'll find something on the floor. Probably not today. Actually, yes we did. We found something over here that had the blue particles. Albion seeds? A mixture of seeds that have been foraged from Albion. So yes, you want to keep your eyes out and about for stuff like that, because you can always find some random items. Anyways, greenhouse keeper. Would you like to start some gardening? Yes. So by gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops, flowers, that can make some great gifts, and some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers that you give them. Use the plant command to decide which seed to use. The more seeds mean the bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to higher quality. Use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crops, but the more you spend, the better the harvest will be. And your crops will be ready 1 week after you plant the seeds, so use the harvest command. So yes, it means that if you're going for plants, just always coming back here. It doesn't cost you anything, it doesn't cost you activity points. So we were asked to plant the seed from the Dew. So I'm just going to tell her to do this. We can only grow one seed at this time, so I will do that. Select the seed. Yes. Pop the seed. Cultivate it. So infuse with magic. And if we get some higher levels, we can actually spend some cash to get some better methods, but it will cost us 305, 1,000, 15, 2 grand. So infuse with magic. That should make it a little bit better, and, well, we can't harvest because we don't have anything, so, yeah, we'll just leave this place. You have my gratitude. The greenhouse is an invaluable resource. If we cultivate more plants, I'm sure we'll be able to cook a larger variety of meals. Yes, there are also other items that you could get from this. If you know what you're doing, and I would say your best stuff is just probably looking up a guide, you can actually create plants that will naturally increase your stats. So, do not just give up on the greenhouse. It can be very useful, especially for higher difficulties. Hey there, kid.
I'm a little busy.
Oh, I'm sorry then.
Looking for the greenhouse, it's right there. See it? Looks like a greenhouse. That's it.
Good talk, kid. Good talk. Well, if we go over this way, this would be the upper dormitories, but I guess we can't go there right now. Oh well. Alright, right next to the greenhouse is the fishing area, so the fish keeper. Fishing has not been unlocked yet, unfortunately. I want to say it's not the best... not the best thing, but I want to say you can get experience towards your professor level. So if you have the ability to fish, it might not be a bad idea just to get professor levels if you so wish.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Okay, bulletin board. Here we can see some of the quests. So the Fetch Catch. Greetings all, please assess me and catching a delectable fish for St. Catherine celebration. I have to visit the dining hall to unlock the ability to fast travel there, and share a bite. Food in the dining hall, yes. I already got this one, so... yeah, so we already did this one. This is going to take me straight to him. But I already talked to him, so that's already taken care of. If we want to go deal with his quest, though, we need to go over this way, over to the dining hall, right up over here. Raphael, so hungry.
I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
And you, the dining staff. If you notice, she has an hourglass right next to her icon. That's how you know if an activity will use one of your activity points or not. So we can see today's special. And here you can see... people who have a smiley face next to their name means that they are part of your class. I believe the upper arrow means that this is a meal that they like/love. Not having it means that they are just neutral to it, and a downward arrow means that they do not like it. And this must be part of the one guy's quest, because it's only showing me females, so that also includes the staff. So, Mercedes. How about we give it... Well, who do I want to give it to? It would either be Mercedes and Nets or Ingrid if I want to go for my class. But I could also do it with some of the other girls from the other classes if I so wish to get support with them. So why don't we actually show that off instead with Lycicia? Oh, wait. Oh, it won't let me pick two. Okay, I thought we were getting the thing with the other guy. Other than the specials, we have to have the full menu. However, for the full menu, you actually have to provide the resources to do this. But you can also see who enjoys the meals. So, yes. And as you can see, there's a lot. You can also see, like, what you need. A bunch of fish, fruit, or meat. So, if anything, you're probably going to be using the special. So, Mercedes and Lycicia, how about you two come and join me?
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
So with that, the bond of the three of us has grown stronger, but Mercedes' motivation went up, and went up the full. And with that, my professor level actually got a rank up. I think we're now an E+. Yes. You now have more activity points for exploration, however, yeah. We won't be able to do that until next week. But we also got more funding for activities, so that's good. Another reason to increase your job level. Because I'm out of that, we could immediately just finish exploring by pressing the L button, but yeah.
Count on you.
Huh, so you're getting right to it. I'm impressed to find someone who's more proactive than I am. Nice going, Professor. Alright then, next time will be my turn. So I also got some renown for that one, and while I could end this right now, I again want to talk to all the students, because why not? It's a good idea. I believe you might get some support with the characters, as well as it helps you get to know all the characters as well.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
I was hoping to spar with you.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
It looks like we got another quest over here by Flane, who probably has the fishing one.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
Where can I visit you then? Wow. Well, that's a shame.
If an opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
So, do you have a quest?
Me with a favor?
There's a ceremony related to Saint Thessaline that requires rare fish. Would you mind helping me obtain some, Professor? You can fish by speaking to the fish keeper at the fishing pond. Catch a fish for the ceremony and bring it to Flane. Head to the fishing pond with the bait she gave you and speak to the fish keeper to try it out. So, yes, now we can go fishing. So, to begin fishing, first select your bait, wait until you see the silhouette of the fish that you want to catch, and then press the A button to hook it. Do not wait too long, though, or the fish will escape with the bait. So, it's a little bit of a minigame. You have to press the A button when the circles overlap to reduce the stamina of the hooked fish. Once the stamina is depleted, you will have successfully caught the fish. If the line breaks, the fish will escape. Durability of the fishing line increases with the professor level. Repeating excellent timing will create combos that reduces the fish stamina quickly. If you land excellent timing on all opportunities, you'll net more valuable fish than usual. Yes, so it's a little bit hard to see, but in this image, you see there's that big ring, and then a smaller purple ring in the middle. You want to try and get the outer purple ring, because that one shrinks down just as it's getting into the purple ring for a excellent quality. It's probably easier done or seen than me trying to explain it. Anyways, Flane's bait. Alright, so if you have to get them all excellent to get excellent, and I only got 2 excellent and 1 good, it was only considered good. Anyways, we got the fish that was asked for us, and we got 10 experience. Again, not much. But it is technically free experience towards our professor level, so it doesn't hurt to do so. How wonderful! I am certain Saint Sebastian would be most satisfied by this fish. If you want to fish again, simply let the manager of the fishing pond know. Yes, I believe though that you have to have some sort of bait. You can't just fish whenever you want. Meaning, like, I can't just stay here for the next 3 weeks just grinding up on my professor level by fishing. But there's also no reason why I can't just use the bait I got right now. If you could also hold on to it, there are reasons to possibly hold off on fish based around the calendar, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if there's too much of a reason to do it. And I'm pretty sure you can buy bait later on. But anyways, I got myself a bullhead. So fish can be used for cooking, but as you can also see, it has a price, meaning that it could be sold. And I'm pretty sure I got more experience because that was an excellent rated fish. It also could have been more experience because of the fish itself. Okay, so it does seem to be based around... The experience you get seems to be based around the fish you catch rather than the grade of the fish that you caught. Hello there?
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Saros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
I will do my best to keep them safe. Petra!
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Hello there, you two.
This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different house, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All 3 of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Dorothea!
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Before I came to the Officers' Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Hello there.
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor, hence black eagles.
Hello there, Lysicia.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet?
Not yet.
It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
So you like reading that much, do ya?
In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
That's a very audible, noble pursuit. Good for you.
Here's an idea. There are 2 types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
I hear a member of House Fresfeld, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Annette!
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
No. You're looking for someone, though.
Yes, it's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Huh. Wonder who she's asking about.
Indeed. As part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Good day, Lady Rhea.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the Mach battle.
I thought we were just gonna have the students do this, but it seems like even the teachers will be involved in this Mach battle. Hopefully everything goes well. How you doing, Dad?
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
Well, it was 20 years ago. That was, well, longer than my main character has been born, so yeah, makes sense that things would be a little bit different from how you remember it. Things change all the time, sad to say.
A Mach battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
That will not be necessary. We have our own healer in the class, but I appreciate the thought.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind.
I get that.
My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
Well, blood definitely sounds a lot easier than a chunk of my flesh. Well, I might as well give him some blood. If you can figure out what my crest is, then fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
I hope you'll tell me whatever it is you find out, though. Oh, we have more to say. Oh. I was trying to talk to you, not the crest analyzer.
Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable.
Oh, no, you just had the same thing to say. Okay. Louise, I believe your name is?
Captain Geralt has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Old Thomas. Well, we have not met anybody with that by that yet. Though there's still somebody new for us to discover and talk to. Well, I found Thomas, but I also found myself the library, which will be another bonus episode, probably coming out at the same time as this one. Hello there.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
So we can check the bookshelves to read all sorts of reference material. And I want to say we're pretty much done. I'm just going to talk to this monk over here.
Tomas has served as the monastery's librarian for decades.
Actually, he was away from Garreg Mach for a spell, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Interesting. But I believe that is everybody in the school that I have talked to. So all that's left right now is, I guess, just to end things off. But I'm going to be doing the bonus episode of going through the entire library, so
Professor.
This might be the end for this episode, and if so, I'm Jog signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and, well, I guess I've got to start reading. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Let's finish exploring. This will end today's free time. Do you want to proceed? Yes. It's Fooderland's birthday. Would you like to buy flowers to celebrate? Yes.
Much appreciated.